Thanks for taking a minute. You've been sent a link to the Team CorPro Dropbox. Dropbox is one of the most trusted and highly used programs on the internet. People use it for a lot of reasons, but one of the most important is that it keeps our files safer. To put it simply, we're sharing a common drive. A program like this is also known as the cloud, and cloud-based file sharing is the first step in new ways that we're going to be collaborating as a team going forward. It's going to make CorPro as a team more effective. Dropbox is great. It's both a desktop program and an app. It works across every platform. The first thing I want to say is please make sure your password is strong. The weakest password on the team is the weakest link in our security. If you'd like, I could send you a link to a site that generates strong passwords. Now let's get going with step 1, where we all become familiar with how CorPro is going to store and share files. Now, I didn't invent this system. I've used it, seen it in action, been very impressed. It's easy, it works, and delivers everything it promises. If you can use a file directory on your computer, you can easily use Dropbox. And what you learned today is just the beginning. Step 2, in the future, this system is going to be the backbone of a new way that our team is going to stay on top of everything, make great project flow from step 1 when you first say hi to a customer to the last step when you put their check in the bank. But here in step 1, we're going to see the file structure. This is it in its most basic form. It will grow in form, function, and content in the future, but we'll all cross those bridges when we get to them. Now, under Team CorPro in your Dropbox, you'll see 3 directories. 2 I'll knock out quickly, like corporate documents. This is where we store templates we use all the time, things required for bids, and here's marketing. If you go down here, you want our logo, brochure. It's all available to everyone. So let's collapse this and get into this second one, general contracting. I'm not going to bore you with this. I'm going to bore Brian with this. The bidding process generates a lot of paperwork, and it's all kept right in there. The third is job files. Expanded, it looks like this. Don't worry about the templates. If a template gets lost inside the job file, you'll find it in here. I'd like to start with branding. Right now, this is an empty folder. When you're doing a job for a client, an artist likes to have access to the logo, the colors, fonts, notes on design. And instead of going back and looking over jobs that they have done in the past, this branding directory is a simple A to Z folder that contains all of the branding information of all of our customers. Next is the most commonly used file. It's simply called 1000. That just means the first 1,000 jobs will go in this directory, and after that, we'll open a new directory called 2000. Every job, with a few exceptions, which I will get to in a minute, every job goes in this directory. And to start a job, you copy the master folder. Right mouse click, copy it, open this directory, and paste it. The file naming convention that we use now here at CorPro takes a lot of things into consideration. All of that will give way to a new naming convention. You click on this name and rename it. The first job will be called 0001 space hyphen space, and then you name the client. CorPro Signs. You might embellish the name, such as 2021 Trade Show. And the beauty of Dropbox is we can quickly find a file inside that directory by searching. This is the wisdom of containing the maximum number of files in each directory. If it gets too cumbersome, it'll be hard to find it. We're going to use the power of the computer search function to find files. If you know the name of the client, the approximate date the job was done, I've found from using this system for many years that it's easy and quick to find any file. And this number can be cross-referenced with every other department and cross-referencing with vendors. So why did I start with a master file and rename it? Because built inside the master file is this, a subdirectory for the artwork, documents, and the work order. First, the artwork. The big production files that are used by Amanda do not go in here. This is where the sketch goes. Drawings, notes on colors or whatever. And here is an open directory for documents. If an installer is on the road and they take some measurements, they might just open up a notepad with that information here, or even upload photographs. And finally, the work order. Inside the work order is the pricing template. Now it's called the work order because soon the pricing template will have a cover on it that will, for all intents and purposes, act as a work order. It will also generate reports for every department. This document will evolve into an intake form, a pricing matrix, and a complete set of reports to design, fabricate, and install the sign. So all of this answers the question, why do we start off with a master folder? Now let's collapse this and use this to go back and finish up looking at this. The client connection. This folder is exactly like the 1000 folder, except this is where clients that we see all the time are stored. All of this is designed to speed up search, and it works. I've seen it in action. So that's it, the structure of the cloud. It's a proven and effective setup in a proven and effective, trustworthy platform, Dropbox. And soon this is going to be part of a bigger and again proven project management system. I think it's worth going back and taking a second look at this video. Keep in mind, its use will slowly come into play. First, it's good to just understand its structure. And don't forget to make a very secure password. Thank you.